Hello everyone, this is Akash. Welcomes you into the second episode of my LinkedIn initiative entitled as VLSIpedia. In this series, I'm gonna make your basic VLSI concepts crystal clear in simpler way. So now let's start today's video. Today we're gonna discuss why enhancement type MOSFET, that is E MOSFETs, are preferred into the IC fabrication. So first thing, we'll discuss some types of this transistor. As we all know, transistors broadly categorized into two types. First, that is a BJT, and second is a FET. So bipolar junction transistor, this is a BJT, introduced into the year 1948 by scientist Shockley, and field effect transistors are categorized into the two types. First, it is a junction field effect transistor, it is a JFET, introduced into the year 1945 by scientists Heinrich Wicker and the John Bardeen, and second, metal oxide semiconductor field effect transistor, that is a MOSFET. It is introduced into the year 1959 at the Bell Labs, and it is subcategorized into two types. First, depletion type MOSFET, and second, it is the enhancement type MOSFET. So these particular types of the transistor are introduced into the same period, but at that particular time the BJT becomes more popular due to its high gain and high amplification capacity. But as these fabrication techniques are introduced and this SSI, MSI, VLSI, these particular techniques are enhanced, this particular enhancement type MOSFET becomes more popular into the IC fabrication. So what we're gonna do is that firstly we will discuss some disadvantages of BJT, JFET and depletion type MOSFET, due to which this particular three transistors are not used into this IC fabrication, and lastly we will discuss advantages of this particular enhancement type MOSFETs and the reasons due to which this particular E MOSFET overcomes the disadvantage of this three transistor, and due to which it is widely used into this fabrication techniques. So firstly, why not BJT? Like, what are the reasons that the BJT is not used into the IC fabrication? Firstly, in BJT the current flows due to the minority and the majority charge carrier, that is due to both electrons and the holes. So as the minority charge carriers contributes in the current, it results into the leakage current, due to which there is a device becomes noisy and it will use a less thermal stability, and there may be the possibility for this thermal runaway. Nextly, as we know, this product of this gain and bandwidth remain constant into the every devices. Hence, as the BJT has the high gain, it gives into the less bandwidth, due to which it is not used into the high frequency applications. Nextly, BJTs are current control voltage sources. Like if you go into the H parameters or this RE model of this BJT, we can infer that this output voltage is controlled by this output current, collector current IC. So as they are the current control, they gives the high I square R power loss. Nextly, the BJT requires the continuous bias current to maintain the quiescent point, that is a Q point. So this particular becomes complex at the IC fabrication nanometer level. Nextly, BJT requires the large silicon area on the IC chip, and when it comes to fabricate this digital ICs or this memory ICs, BJT requires this resistors and the diodes has the extra circuitry for this fabrication, due to which this circuit becomes bulky. So these are the disadvantages due to which this BJT is not preferred into this IC fabrication. Nextly, why not JFET? So basically JFET is also type of this field effect transistors. The operation is basically depends on the electric field intensity and all stuff, we all know that. But why this particular JFET is not used? The biggest disadvantage is that the pinch of voltage is highly variable. So what is a pinch of voltage? Pinch of voltage, it is kind of the boundary voltage which divides this triode region and the saturation level. It is this particular pinch of voltage is a voltage at which the transistor turns from this triode region to the saturation region, and this particular pinch of voltage is highly variable into the JFET. Nextly, the fabrication parameters are not scalable at this lower dimension. That means these fabrication parameters like gate capacitance, junction capacitance, oxide thickness, oxide capacitors, these all fabrication parameters are not scalable at this particular nanometer fabrication level and very complex to control. Nextly, JFET is only operated in the depletion mode, it cannot be operated into the enhancement mode. And lastly, the biggest disadvantage is that when this gate terminal is forward biased, then there is the excess carrier injection into this gate terminal, which results into the undesirable gate current, which results to the increase into the channel conductance, which is not desirable into this IC fabrication. So this is the last one, is the biggest disadvantage, due to which it is the JFET are not used into this IC fabrication. Nextly, why this particular depletion type MOSFETs are not used into the IC fabrication. So in depletion type MOSFETs, they require this opposite polarity voltage VDS, this drain to source voltage, to turn off. As we know, in the digital circuits and the memory ICs, the transistor are required to be at the switch, that is either on switch or the off switch. So to turn off this particular transistor, we require this opposite polarity, that is, if it is have the N substrate, then we require positive voltage, and if it is a P substrate, then we require negative polarity voltage VDS. Nextly, as in DMOSFET is a pre-existing channel, so if we apply this voltage to drain to source, there is an extra conductive channel forms, and which is not desirable. And lastly, this particular depletion type MOSFETs are not able to produce the negative logic operations, like we cannot define this negative logic into the DMOSFET. So these are the disadvantages due to which the DMOSFETs are not used into the IC fabrication. And lastly, the advantages of this enhancement type MOSFETs, that is how these particular enhancement type MOSFETs are overcome the disadvantage of this other three transistors. Firstly, eMOSFETs are voltage controlled devices, that is, it is voltage controlled voltage source. Like again, we go into the small signal analysis of this MOSFET and the RE model of this particular MOSFET, we can infer that the output voltage is controlled by this input voltage, like the output voltage is controlled by the input voltage, due to which it will give the very small I²R power loss. Nextly, it has a high bandwidth and fidelity, due to which it can be used for this high frequency applications, as this bandwidth and this gain ratio becomes constant. Nextly, the current due to the majority charge carrier, the current in enhancement type MOSFET, the current flows only due to this majority charge carrier, due to which it has very small leakage current, hence the device becomes less noisy and highly thermal stable. Nextly, these particular three advantages of this enhancement type MOSFETs overcomes the disadvantage of the BJT. Nextly, there is no pre-existing channel into this enhancement type MOSFETs, and they are easy to fabricate, and CMOS logic can be easily designed with this enhancement type MOSFET. So these are the two advantages that overcomes the disadvantage of this depletion type MOSFET. And lastly, as we require the transistor is operated into the switch into the digital ICs, this particular enhancement type MOSFET can be easily turned off by reducing this gate to source voltage below the threshold voltage. So this particular advantage overcomes the disadvantage of this JFET. So in this way, the enhancement type MOSFET overcomes the disadvantage of this all other transistor, that is a BJT, JFET and depletion type MOSFET, and that's the reason the enhancement type MOSFETs is used widely into the IC fabrication. So that is it for today. If you liked the video, don't forget to hit the like button. If you have any queries or doubts, let me know into the comment section. Thank you for the listening, and I will see you in the next Sunday.